I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins tracking a big warm up in our forecast this week. We hit the low 90s today, mid 90s tomorrow, and the triple digits will be back soon. And as the heat builds in, our air quality is getting worse. In fact, a high pollution advisory for ozone has been issued for tomorrow, making the air unhealthy for sensitive groups. If you have respiratory illnesses, you're going to want to limit your time outside tomorrow. The rest of us, we need to try to use public transportation, carpool, or even just refuel after dark so we don't make the problem worse. And remember, don't use gas-powered mowers or leaf blowers on days when high pollution advisories are issued as well. Let's take a look at those temperatures. We start out at 68 degrees tomorrow morning. If you're an early riser, it's going to feel great, but the warm-up happens pretty rapidly. Upper 70s by 8, mid 80s at 10, and upper 80s by noon. As we go into the afternoon forecast, we're talking low to mid 90s across the valley, just a couple of degrees in Phoenix above that average of 93 for tomorrow. And the UV index very high once again, 15 minutes to burn right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon as the UV index is peaking at a 9. Anytime really between 11 a.m. and 2. You got to make sure you have sunscreen on tomorrow if you are going to be outside. Here's a look at that pollen count. It's been moderate. It's going to stay that way for the rest of the week here, running in between about a 6 and a 7 on the scale. Main allergens, olive, grasses, and mulberry. Again, that's for the rest of our week here. For tomorrow, 94 in Mesa, 95 degrees for your high in Apache Junction, Queen Creek and Fountain Hills at 93, Gilbert, Chandler, Tempe, and Scottsdale all at 94 degrees, and a little bit cooler up in Carefree and Cave Creek. They'll escape the 90s just barely with highs in the upper 80s tomorrow. For Surprise, 94 degrees, Litchfield Park 2, Peoria, Glendale, Levine, and Avondale are going to be the hottest spots in the West Valley with highs at 95. And here's a look across the state tonight, down to 42 in Show Low and Payson, 45 in Sedona, just a couple of degrees above the freezing point up at the Grand Canyon and in Flagstaff, and highs in those spots tomorrow in the upper 60s to low 70s. Payson will hit 79, Sedona at 85, 94 for Bullhead City, and mid 90s in Gila Bend and Casa Grande too. Now here's the next 7 days. The triple digits are back starting Thursday. Friday we're all the way up to 104 degrees, not close to the record of 108, but still hot and likely the hottest days so far this year. We're going to keep those triple digits around on Saturday, but breezes will pick up as our next storm system starts to move in. Now it doesn't look to bring any rain to our valley forecast, but again, it will make things breezy and we'll get some cooler air out of it. We'll drop into the upper 90s on Sunday and down into the low 90s for the start of next week.